something very important to a lot of us in this room, those of us who have been part of this organization for a long time, and those who are, this is your first time. Because one of the things about Northwest Met, it's been a welcoming, good organization, always bringing in new individuals and new people into the group. And Boise State and this Boise conference isn't anything unlike what I've experienced in my 15 plus years as part of this organization. Just to, in a nutshell, I became part of Northwest Met back in 2000. My first conference was at La Conner, and I had the wonderful experience of attending in La Conner, Washington, something that I had never seen quite before in my years in audiovisual classroom technology, a regional organization that was about instructional technology, instructional design and development. And it was vibrant and alive, and we did so much. And I'm so proud to say that's happening today in this last few days. So everybody here, it's a shout out to you to be here to be part of this. But let me regress. A year ago at our meeting in Walla Walla, one of our members had this epiphany idea. And that idea was to create a Northwest Met Hall of Fame to honor those who have come before us and paved the way for us to do what we do. And to kind of say, this is the mark, this is what I want to do, this is what my career is going to look like. And we're fortunate enough today to have elected 3 individuals as our initial group into this. So we are going to introduce those individuals one at a time and say a few words, and I'll bring individual up. We're doing this like the Baseball Hall of Fame. So there'll be individual introducers of these folks. So the first person I would like to bring to the front of the room, Keys Hoff. Keys, step forward, please. Keys has been a longtime member. There is a nice bio at the end of this page here about Keys and his experiences with Northwest Met. He is that guy up north. He is the Canadian. He is the one who brought us to Parksville on a couple different occasions and had me building sandcastles. And I'm like, it was perfect. It was great. It was one of the highlights of my life at that time because I hadn't done that sort of thing. With my new friends, my Northwest Met friends. And it was such a valuable thing. And the relationships that we've had and my staff at Portland State have had with this gentleman have been awesome over the years, and we've known him a lot. So with that, I would like to introduce you to the Northwest Met Managers of Educational Technology Hall of Fame, inducted 2016, recognizing a lifetime of participation and leadership. Thank you, Keys. And now we'd like Keys to say a few words.
I was told I didn't have to do a speech, but one of the things how many people here is the first time you've been to Northwest Met? Okay, something I'm going to tell you and warn you about. Number 1, no ties are allowed. I lost my tie in one of the first sessions I was at. Number 2 is lean on the people you meet here. And what I mean by that is we're all going through the same thing. Be it 25, 30 years ago when I started, be it yesterday. You're all going through the same thing, and you can phone, email, whatever, some of the guys in the organization and say, hey, how did you deal with that? And 99% of the time, if they don't know the answer, they'll refer you to somebody who does. And I used Northwest Met so many times it wasn't funny. The last time I used it, I was in Boise. I got a call from my president, who doesn't normally call. She called me and said, I want you to broadcast live graduation. Grad was in 3 weeks. And I said, okay, not a problem. And we did it. And we did it up until last year when I retired a month before grad. And the department said, we're not doing it anymore because Keith isn't there. So it's really neat. And thank you.
Okay, so next. Okay, our next inductee is Ed Backman. Ed, come up. Okay, so Ed has been wonderful. He's been a member of Northwest Med since 1979.
Yeah, I think it might even be 78. I might have miscalculated.
Well, you send me the number, man. Okay, for a long, long time you've been a member. You provided so much to the community of Northwest Med and the educational community. You have served a couple of times as the Washington Caucus chair, and you have been the director-elect once and director, and coordinator twice, or is it twice or three times?
Just director once.
Director once.
Conference coordinator a
Couple different times. So you've done a lot of work, and you have worked in a lot of projects as the Director of Instructional Media Service at the Seattle University, starting in June 1978 and until '84. And he's now retired, and we wanted to bring him in because you have given so much. And I remember when I joined Northwest Med, he was one of the friendliest faces, and he welcomed me so much. And I'm going, oh, I'm just coming in, and he says, come here, and welcome me and made me feel comfortable, made me feel wanted, and helped me realize I had a lot to give to the group. So thank you. And we want to honor you as well with a plaque. And
we spelled your name right.
Oh, yeah.
okay, you want to say a few words, please?
Well, I would like to echo a little bit of what Keith said, that this organization is really an active involvement organization. It's not like those big national conferences you go to and you may never speak to another person. You just listen to presentations. So I encourage every one of you to get involved. Next time you see the program requests go out for the next conference, make sure you find something you're doing that's creative and innovative, or maybe it's a question you have. You want to get an answer to something that's really a burning issue for you. Put in a proposal, do a presentation, become a caucus member in your state or region, become a director-elect, run a conference like this. It's the greatest experience in the world, and I think it really made my professional career a whole lot more powerful and more useful. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ed. That was wonderful. I'd like to call someone else up to the stage. Randy Stamp from Idaho State University. Randy.
Well, I didn't have a script, though, so I have to apologize, Ben. But I've been involved with Northwest Met off and on for, I don't even want to say, maybe 20 years, maybe 15, probably. But I've worked with Ben when he worked at BSU. I had an opportunity to work with him with my practicum in my doctoral program, and he invited me in, and I got to observe him and his leadership style, which I would say as an innovator, and also someone that I would like to copy in his sense of his patience and directness and his knowledge of observation. And I want to welcome Ben up to the stage here, and he belongs amongst the greats of the Northwest Met. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you so much. This is quite a privilege. I've been retired for almost 6 years, and I must say it felt a little weird coming to the conference after that long outside of the industry. But it was a pleasurable experience to go to some of the sessions, to have some conversations, and to realize that there's a whole new generation of people that share the same passion, same purpose that we shared in enhancing learning and empowering teachers and bringing the best out in the teaching learning environment at each institution. I congratulate you. it's nice to see a revitalization of Northwest Met. As part of the original conversations, Jerry Brong and Jack Davis at Washington State had this idea of a regional conference back in 1975. And we started in 77, I think first meeting was in 78. And to see it come back with 75 plus members, we have different organizations now, different tools, much more powerful, more feature laden. I kind of feel like we were living in the cowboy days, and you're living in a much more powerful time with a lot of options for people. And I congratulate you for that. I trust that the future of higher education will be enhanced because of people like you, and I'm grateful to be able to still have pride in the industry that I worked in and at the school I served at. And so thank you very much. This honor means a great deal, and I'm appreciative of it. And don't lose that passion for what you do. I'll also say, as one who has passed on to retirement, I'm not dead yet. The key takeaway in any career is the caring that you have for the people you are serving, the students, the faculty, your colleagues, one another in an organization like this. It's those caring relationships that you will take with you, not the accomplishments that are soon outdone 6 months after you've left. And so value people as you do, and honor them and care for them, and you will have a great career and enjoy a wonderful retirement. Thank you again. I appreciate it.